The roots of a quadratic equation, x squared plus px minus q is equal to 0, are 5 and minus 5. Find the values of p and q. So since we have been given the roots of the quadratic equation, that means if we solve this quadratic equation, we get 1 and minus 5 as the value of x. That means x is 1 or minus 5. If that is the case, let us write as x is equal to 1 and x is also equal to minus 5. This can be written as x minus 1. Subtract 1 on both sides. We have x minus 1 is equal to 0. And the other one will be add 5 to both sides. So we get x plus 5 is equal to 0. Note that any two numbers when multiplied, a and b, will be equal to 0. Either a is 0 or b is 0. And the same case applies to x minus 1, which is 0, and x plus 5, which is also equal to 0. So if we multiply the two, that is x minus 1, we multiply by x plus 5, we end up getting 0. So let us expand. So the first element in the first bracket, we multiply by what is in the second bracket, x plus 5. And then minus 1, we multiply by the elements in the second bracket, will be equal to 0. So open the bracket, we have x times x is x squared, x times 5 is 5x, minus 1 times x, we have minus x, minus 1 times 5, that will be minus 5, will be equal to 0. Let us collect the like terms together, simplify. So we have x squared, 5x minus x, that will be plus 4x. Then minus 5 is equal to 0. Now we need to compare this quadratic equation and the other one given at the top, which is x squared plus px minus q is equal to 0. So we compare the corresponding terms. So in our case here, p will correspond to 4. The other one, we have minus q is equal to minus 5. Therefore, q is equal to 5. Therefore, p is 4 and q is 5. So that is it. And that's how we solve that particular question. So our next question, still on application of quadratic equation, is a boat speed in still water is 4 km. The boat cruises from A to B along a river flowing at an average speed of x km per hour in the direction A to B. If the distance AB is 5 km and the boat takes 2 hours more on its return journey, determine x, hence find the total time taken for the whole journey. Now for this case, we have been given the speed of the boat in still water. So the key words we have to look at when interpreting this question in still water is 4 km per hour. So we have a boat and the speed is 4 kilometer per hour. That is in still water. Still water is water that does not move, does not flow or move. And it cruises from A to B along the river. And the speed of the water in that river is x kilometer per hour. That is the speed of water. Speed of water is x kilometer per hour. So if we consider this is the river flowing from A to point B, the distance of A to B is 5 kilometers. That's the distance. The boat takes 2 hours more on its return journey. So from A to B, now boat flowing now in that river, and the boat in still water, it cruises at a speed of 4 kilometer per hour. And in the flowing river, the water is x kilometer per hour. That means as the boat moves from point A to B along the river, so its speed in this direction will be x plus 5. Plus 4. Because of the movement of the water, it will make the boat move faster. And then from its return from point A towards point, there'll be some resistance due to since the boat moved in the opposite direction against water flow, so its speed will be 4 kilometers less. So x minus 4. That is kilometer per hour. Now, we know that from time taken from point A to B is given by the distance AB over the speed of the boat from point A to B. The same case, time taken from point B to A is the distance BA over the speed from B to A. And in our case here, the distance is 5 kilometer. Speed is x plus 4. For the other case, from B to A, the distance is still the same, that is 5 over the speed now is 4 less, so that is x minus 4. The other information we have been given is that the boat takes 2 hours more on its return journey. That means the time taken from B to A minus the time taken from A to B will be 2. But since we know the time taken from B to A is 5 over x minus 4, then minus the time taken from A to B is 5 over x plus 4. So if you work it out, it should give us 2 hours. So it took 2 hours more. So we need to find the value of x. So we determine the value of x. So the LCM of x minus 4 and x plus 4, LCM is x minus 4 multiplied by x plus 4. So we need to multiply the LCM in each term. And if we multiply LCM on each term of this equation, we shall end up getting, so this LCM divided by x minus 4, we get x plus 4. So we have 5 multiplied by x plus 4, then minus. So the other case, this LCM divided by x plus 4, we end up getting x minus 4. So we have 5, then x minus 4. So the bracket will be equal to 2. Open the bracket, 5 times x, that is 5x. 5 times 4 plus 20, minus 5 times x, that is minus 5x, minus 5 times minus 4, that is plus 20, is equal to, so the same case we multiply toward the right hand side. So we have x minus 4 divided by x plus 4. So will be equal to 2. So x minus 4 and x plus 4 is the difference between 2 square. Difference between 2 square, that is a minus b multiplied by a plus b. We will get a squared minus b squared. And therefore, this will be x squared minus 16. Collect the like terms. My 5x minus 5x, that is 0. So you have 20 plus 20, that is 40, will be equal to 2, then x squared minus 16. Divide both sides by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2. So we get 20 is equal to x squared minus 16. So we can rewrite this as, we subtract 20 on both sides, so we shall end up getting x squared minus 36. So minus 16 minus 20 minus 36 is equals to 0. This is the same as can be written as x squared minus 6 squared is equals to 0. So these are difference between two squares, x minus 6 multiplied by x plus 6. That's how it can be written, and therefore x is equal to, x minus 6 is equals to 0, where x is 6, or x plus 6 is equals to 0, where x is minus 6. But therefore we are going to ignore the negative, so x is 6 kilometers per hour. So that is the speed x. Then something else we need to find is the total time taken for the whole journey. The total B to A, it took 2 hours more, but time from B to A, so we substitute here 5 over x is 6 minus 4, so we get 5 over 2, which is 2.5 hours. So total time is a half plus 2.5 hours. So we end up getting 3 hours. So the total time is 3 hours. So that's how we solve that particular question. So thank you so much for watching my channel. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe for more videos that I will upload. Support me, and thank you very much.